Good morning. It is Saturday. It is like the last Saturday of the month of November. Let's put it that way. I am freezing. It is so cold and rainy, but not raining right this second. But rain started raining last night, and it seems like it's just kept on. I did one Amazon route yesterday, and it was only 3.5 hour route, and I basically it was supposed to end at 5, and it ended around 6-ish, I think. I'm pretty sure it was 6-ish. It could have been 7. I don't even know. But I felt like it was an hour later. But I did have to. I did go to the bathroom for like 30 minutes to get McDonald's. So, that was like, I really probably would have finished a little bit sooner than I did. And I forgot that it gets dark around 5. Like, I was like, shit, it was around 4. I was like, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. And now it's like, it got dark, really dark by 5:45 maybe, and I had to work in the boondock in the dark, but I did it. I finished the damn route, and then I took my stuff back, and I got a route today from 1 to 3 because I canceled the evening one. I said forget it. Aiden has to go to work at 5. I am not doing another route, and I'm kind of glad I chose not to because it is freezing cold. So the 1 to 4, it's 1 to 4, it's 3 hours, for $72, I believe. It's in the 70s. It was, which I think that's what yesterday was $72 for 3.5 hours. And, so I figured it was worth it. There were some really good ones that I really wanted to take, but they were just too late. I was like, hell no, I'm not doing them that time. I mean, doing this 1 to 4 is going to kill me practically. Like, it is so cold out there. I filled my tank up. And the phone bill got paid. So now I just have to really make the 200 and something for that and a Discover payment. And then actually I think I've mostly caught up with the bills, except, okay, I still owe my husband's NFCU. I still got to pay our property taxes. I mean, and you know what's crazy? All of a sudden I remember that Jay and New Mexico are supposed to be paid in December. I'm like, where the fuck are the bills? They haven't even sent us the bills yet. What the hell's going on here? So I don't know about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about them having to be paid too next month. I'm like, oh my god. Oh well. What can you do? You gotta pay what you gotta pay. Anyway, so oh Lord. I'm trying to figure out how to put what I've been thinking in my head, like what I've been contemplating in my brain, Like I don't know how to describe it, but I'm trying to just be an older person. You know what I mean? Like a senior citizen. I know. I'm not even 50 yet. I'm like going, oh, I'm getting old. I need to start acting like an older person, not trying to be some young single person. I don't know. I don't know. And I mean, yeah, I don't explain it. But I'm trying, like I said, trying to learn how to be by myself. Trying to learn how to deal with my hobbies. And maybe even work, like I said, as a couple, right? Me and my husband, so we grow old together smoother, Because, I know the last time I was talking about grace, right? Giving him some grace there. He's been getting really depressed. I noticed that. He is really depressed. I mean, and that's understandable. And because, like I said, I could say men are just oblivious, right? But what's really sad? How oblivious are they? Because, there's a lot of them that just, like I said, okay, apparently somebody, the car lot, their husband, they had 4 kids together, and he took off with some other woman to another state. And I'm thinking, oh, God, how awful, right? Shit happens like that all the time, right? And then, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Everyone's different, right? So every relationship's different, and everyone's different, and blah, blah, blah. And like I said, it took my husband a long time to realize there was a problem. For him, there was never a problem. And, you know what I mean? And now that I think it's finally hit him, he's realizing, oh, well, geez. Because for me, I'm just like, well, you know what? I don't know. I've just adjusted the way I've been living. Plus, I'm like I said, I'm trying to figure out how he can also be comfortable around, the kids can be comfortable around him. And I'm talking about Aiden and Raymond, because James is 100% comfortable around his dad. You know what I mean? Yes, he still sneaks around on shit. Well, he's a kid, and he learned how to be sneaky, unfortunately. But but the other two, I want my husband to let them to have some space to be themselves around him, like they can be with me. Because that's the thing. If we want to do shit as family, like the stuff that we've been doing, I want the kids to be able to be themselves and say, oh, I want this. I want to go wander around a little bit by myself or with my brother or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I let them do that. I let them have space, you know? And, you know, so let's say we're at the park and we're just sitting there doing nothing because, you know, people can just do nothing. Like I said, I saw this couple that were sitting at the water tower park staring at the water tower. They had their 2 chairs there. And I don't know what the hell they were staring at, but, you know, I mean, because the water tower is up high, they'd just look like this, so I don't know what they were doing. But they were facing the water tower, and they were just, with their chair sitting there, and maybe some snack stuff or junk, I don't know what they had with them, you know what I mean? That's it, just relaxing and doing nothing. I would learn how to just do that, to just be with each other, contentedly, like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of, you know what I mean? That's the kind of thing would be nice. Like, I would assume it's what people like, maybe when couples fish together. Like that's how I figured. That's good that James and Abby have that. They like to fish. She's better fisherman than he is, a lot better. And you know what I mean? But then they can do that. They can have something it's a hobby that they enjoy doing, that they can just relax and veg out together. You know what I mean? And with their son, hopefully that'll be like a threesome. You know what I mean? That'll be so sweet. But because I do think couples need that, right? Couples need that. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I want to get there. But so let's say we're there at Devon Park, just sitting there in our chairs, just relaxing, doing whatever, nothing. And the kids, they want to go walking around the park, go play on the swings, go look for bugs. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like kids do, even though they're not kids anymore. I feel like going back to nature is always kind of nice. Like, that was the thing about homeschooling that was always nice. Shit like that. You know what I mean? The freedom to just whatever. Like we used to when we were kids. But yeah, my kids did not have the same kind of childhood as I did as a child. Damn sure did not. But, you know, because they didn't have as much freedom. I was always with them. That's the problem. Like, and then since I was always with them, they didn't get to do things by themselves. That's why I was trying to let, like, Aiden and James out a little bit. Like, okay. You know, and this was a lot older than normal kids would do it because, you know, like I said, I wasn't used to it. When you're just homeschooling, they're just with you all the time. You know, you're practically a helicopter parent, for sure, you know? And compared to these kids who can do stuff like I did, by myself, go out when I want to, you know, go to town, go to the store, you know, cross the street by themselves, you know? Oh, God. Yeah, Raymond's 15. I think they did try to let him do that in post for a little bit before he quit going, and that's probably the last time he ever walked across the street by himself, using a stop sign. Okay, you know. So what's I'm saying? And you know, that's why I kind of wanted to let him and Aiden spend time together by themselves, so Aiden can kind of show him, hey, this is how we can do things without mommy around. You know. Oh, God. Yeah. And I might have let them do that at the park, wander around, but still, I was still in the area. You know what I mean? Yeah, and like I said, he definitely didn't get to run around like the 2 did a little bit when I was letting them go a little bit here, a little bit, can come back at a certain time, stay around the neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. You know? So they could adjust to being by themselves some. Oh my God, simple things like that, you know. Yeah, but anyway, that wasn't even part of my conversation. But yeah, it was kind of because like I said, I want us to get that where my husband said, let's stop, so they feel comfortable, you know what I mean, like doing things like that around him, because I know they don't, because he's extremely controlling, right? So it does not help. And I know it's like, I don't know if that's how he was kind of raised, but I don't think so, because like I said, they were allowed to wander. They both practically left the house at an early age, and they also got in a lot of trouble too. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm glad our kids weren't so controlled that they just like, we're done. We're getting the hell out of here. we want to be on our own, you know. But we did the reverse, I guess. You know, we didn't push them out of the nest. We're not pushing them out of the nest. You know, and I mean, obviously that made them more self-reliant. Because they learned at an early age to take care of themselves, right? Not saying that my husband did the greatest job of it. I mean, but, you know. But he's been, you know, we've been managing, like, survived so many, 20-some years on our own, taking care of ourselves. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, my goodness. But it did take, it was rocky. It's been rocky here and there. But it was also nice because I said, you know, you do appreciate the hard times, you know, when life gets rough and you make it through it, you know. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, I turned to rush. Yeah, I just want them to be comfortable around him too, because if we want to start doing family things, since that's going to be our family dynamic with James being gone and in his own family, he's going to have to learn how to let them be them and shit. And oh, by the way, we're getting Papa John's. I ordered just 2 pizzas and then 2 desserts. Yeah, no, not great, but I wanted to try their blonde. They have now a blondie, caramel blondie brownie, and Raymond did not want to try that at all. He's like, no. He's like, he wanted the chocolate chip, you know, pie. So that's why we got both of those, and so we could try the blondie one too, because I love chocolate, but I do like those blondie ones also. Chocolate would be my favorite, but you know. And then I was thinking, mint chocolate sounds so good too. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I've been obsessed with mint. Because I really miss it. Oh my god, I think I miss Papa John's. I'm gonna have to make a circle. Okay, I guess I'll talk a little bit longer before I go, but yeah. Oh my god. Yesterday I got a Dairy Queen dessert, and I went and got the mint chocolate chip, whatever, you know, thingy they have. Blizzard was mint anyway, flavored. And it was good. And it, you know, it seemed like it was real ice cream, not just like, you know, flavored mint. And but my favorite is like the cheesecake ones. I love those. The strawberry cheesecake, the New York cheesecake, whatever the hell they call them, cherry, whatever. I don't know, you know. But those ones, the royal cheesecake one. I don't remember if it's strawberry royal or cherry royal or whatever. But oh my god, those are my favorite. It's hard to like want to choose something else, you know, because I know I love those. And it's not like I get Dairy Queen all the time, you know, their ice creams. But yeah, those are like my favorite. And I really feel like Dairy Queen doesn't have the best ice cream, you know, because I remember before, like, when you just get whatever, it's not that great, but those Blizzards are pretty good. I guess the flavors that they make them pretty good. Either that I've just adjusted, I don't know. But like I said, I just love those ones, the cheesecake ones. And, but there's so many other flavors I'd like to try, you know. I know we tried the Superman one, which has a cookie dough one, you know. Yeah. So, but I'm, you know, but trying to get away from, you know, the ones I love is hard. So it's like, but anyway, but I shouldn't even be eating dessert. That's the worst part. Like, I didn't finish it. You know, but so I gave the rest of it to Raymond because I knew he would love it because he likes it too. You know, and yeah, which I'm kind of glad. Some of my kids like the same ice cream I do, right? I'm sure. You know, get something from their mother. Anyway, God, but yeah, I just been thinking about relationships and this and that because I'm like, what makes me work, what doesn't, what, you know, I mean, sometimes I picture being, I don't know, I guess I don't even want to go into that, but, yeah, so like I said, I'm willing to, I am trying, you know what I mean, we'll just see how it goes. You know, like I said, there's times I'm just like, I don't know about this. I don't think it's going to work. I'm just not tired of it. Because it's been rough. But I know it's because he's the one feeling like out of whack. You know, trying to deal with stuff, not knowing how to fix things. You know. It's like yesterday. I was like, he's like, you don't remember nothing about me. I do remember stuff, but of course a lot of it is kind of negative. But just, you know, but I was like, okay, he got us some chicken nuggets yesterday at McDonald's, and he got himself barbecue, he got me ranch, and I was like, you know, just so you know, I actually prefer the McDonald's barbecue sauce to, I never get ranch at McDonald's, I just don't. Like for nuggets, I do prefer barbecue sauce, or I don't know what I would get normally. I mean, it's one thing to get, like, let's say you get the garlic parmesan chicken tenders, right? Then you might want a ranch. But that's definitely not a McDonald's thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ugh. I don't know why. There's just certain things I might eat ranch with, and certain places I might eat ranch with, but that's no. Like, I prefer the McDonald's barbecue sauce. And yeah, I'm like, even sweet and sour. I've definitely had sweet and sour, you know, which, yeah, like at Wendy's, I usually get sweet and sour. See, I won't even get the ranch at Wendy's. I will get sweet and sour because I don't really like their barbecue sauce because I feel like it tastes kind of spicy and I don't know, it's not that great. I'm just not into it. But yeah, God. So it does kind of vary, yeah. And I don't remember if it was, I want to say it was Wendy's, but one of them doesn't even have, it must be Wendy's, because I think they have sweet chili sauce now. They changed sweet and sour to sweet chili. And I'm like, what? Why? Why would we, what the hell, you know? But it's, I can definitely take the sweet chili sauce, which, like I said, I got those ingredients, like, to make these little sausage thingies that I saw on Facebook as like appetizer. You just put like these little sausages you cut up, you put the pineapple on top, you stick it in whatever through a toothpick through them, then you make this sauce which has pineapple juice, the teriyaki sauce, and the chili, sweet chili sauce. And you blend it all together, you pour it all over it, and you cook it, and that's it. And that sounds good. I want to try it. I'm like, hell yeah, easy appetizer food. Finger food, right? Sounds yummy. Yeah. So that's what my goal there. Anyway, I'm gonna, like I said, sign off here because I really do want to. I'm gonna. Oh my God. Traffic, Mike. I would hope that Papa John's is this way because I'm turning right to go there because I don't think it's that way. I don't think it's left. But anyway, yeah. So that's 16 minutes. I haven't really talked about anything. I don't even think any of this shit makes sense. But like I said, I'm still trying to make sense of it in my head. You know, like I'm trying to figure out what I want, what I'm doing, what the hell. You know? It's kind of like those hobbies I'm going to start that I haven't started yet. That list I just told you about, remember? I was like, I'm going to start that soon. You know? But I'm hoping to get back on track this week. You know, after this crazy week, after just trying to get through this week. And then, like I said, Friday, we're going to go see Five Nights at Freddy 2. Yay! That's going to be so much fun. And yeah, like I said, I do want to have more fun times. I'm trying to balance living with affording life. You know, that's what's fucking hard. It's like, God damn, I want to live. I only have so many years left. I don't even know how many years I have left. You know, but to me, it's like limited borrowed time, and I just don't want to waste it. You know, I just don't want to waste it. Just like, I mean, those people who might be wasting their youth working and slaving away. I know it's good for them and they might have a better future, hopefully. Like if they have a better retirement, then yeah, maybe it'd be worth it, right? But if they don't, they fucking waste their life working so hard and then fuck their retirement up, then yeah, they fucked up. Because I mean, we only get one life, and even though I lived a pretty decent, I mean, I don't know if it was decent, but okay adulthood as a youth, it wasn't as good as I wish it had been. Like, I wish I'd traveled more. I wish I'd, you know, done some other things. Like, let's say I'd done hang glide. I wish I'd done that. Maybe I should have jumped out of a plane. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have went to Europe backpacking. I mean, gone to New York City and traveled it, you know, because it would have been a lot more fun as a youth than I think it's an adult. Okay, I just don't feel like New York is this place for me now. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of fun shit I did do that I had a lot of fun doing, and with my friends and with my family. But I wish I'd done more with my family. I guess you always regret that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you fucking don't live now, you're gonna really regret it. You're gonna fucking regret it, because when you can't even get up off your fucking knees because it hurts and there's shit you can't do, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I was young, I had all this, you know, whatever, you know. I don't really think it should be partying and shit like that so much, because there's so many things to freaking do that you might not be able to do as an elder person. And it's like, dude, you better freaking not waste any freaking moment of it. Like I said, I can definitely say I don't feel like I did waste my life, but I definitely feel like it could have been better too. Like, there could have been more shit I could have done. You know what I mean? So, but you gotta balance that, because like I said, you just don't know. I really do think you feel like you're gonna be able to live and do everything you can do. Like I said, when I thought, oh, I'm staying home for work to take care of the kids, I'll be able to work no problem. I didn't realize how much it would hurt my body and how much it would affect it. I'm like, dude, I'm not like I used to be. I'm not gonna be, you know, like there's just some things I don't want to do. Like I was thinking about, like if I took care of animals and bulls and cows in this age, just starting doing it, I don't know if I'd like it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd enjoy doing some of the stuff that maybe a younger person can haul hay, whatever the hell, you know, clean stalls. I just don't know if it'd be the same for me as, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess if I try it, then I can find out. But that's all I'm saying. You better live while you freaking can. Don't waste it.